Hi everyone. You may have gotten here from my website, www.ihaveaspergers.webs.com, or you may have found me otherwise. But anyways, this is just going to be basically a video of me explaining what my life is like living with Asperger's. I was diagnosed when I was in about 10th grade, and I'm like 22 now, so it's been about 7 years or so, almost 8 actually. And basically I wanted to explain to you what it's like for me in peer situations where, you know, I'm getting together with a bunch of people, or, you know, some friends or something like that, and how I deal with that. And basically I try and avoid those situations as much as I can. Like, I like one-on-one more. You know, I actually try and, like, I tell my friends that I'm like, I'd rather not, you know, go to a party or something like that, you know, unless it's only gonna be, you know, maybe 3 or 4 people or something like that. But for the most part, I have my notes right here, sorry. So that's why I'm looking there. My friends know that I may not understand, like, certain, like, social cues or facial expressions or jokes or things like that. And I've explained to them, you know, I do have Asperger's, and they understand it from me because, you know, they're my friends. So, but basically because of that, they also know to, like, they can kind of pick up on any confusion I may have, or if I'm not understanding something, and they can kind of help explain the situation to me so that, you know, I don't feel left out. I swear I love my friends. They're awesome. So, you know, I don't have too many of them, though. I mean, I am, you know, good friends are hard to come by, but I do love the ones that I have. You know, they're awesome. So, and I wouldn't trade them for the world. You know, I wouldn't trade them to have a whole bunch of more friends or anything like that, because, you know, it's important to have really close friends rather than, you know, a whole bunch of friends that don't really understand me that well. So, but yeah, I mean, social situations, they can be interesting, and they can, you know, sometimes I just don't get it, and I just kind of let it go, roll off my shoulder, whatever, you know, I didn't get it, and I might ask them later, it's like, wait, what do you mean? You know, like, well, what are you talking about? Did you really mean to say that, you know, that's what, you know, you were trying to tell me? And they're gonna say, oh, no, I was just kidding, you know. And so it's just kind of like, oh, okay, that makes me feel a little bit better. I understand now, it was just a joke, something like that. And I can kind of laugh it off and go, okay, sorry about that. And they're like, oh, yeah, no problem, whatever. And we move on, you know, it's no big deal. And that's how I like it, you know. It's like, yeah, it's no big deal. I didn't get it. Okay, whatever, you know, we all have awkward moments, and they know that, you know, I might not understand something. So, you know, they'll try and explain it to me, and you know, I'll be able to enjoy it with them. So either way, it's, you know, I let it roll off my shoulder, or I can enjoy it. So, you know, that's my choice, and I try and choose to just move on, or to be able to be included, and whatever one happens. So, yeah, I mean, that's basically what social situations are like, and like I said, you know, I try and avoid the more, you know, than one person at a time, or maybe 2 people at most, because it's just too hard to follow conversations otherwise. You know, you have one person over here talking, another person over there talking, and it's just kind of like, what are you guys saying? You know, what, I don't understand the situation, or whatever. And they're just like, okay, sorry, inside joke, or whatever. And, you know, that happened to me a lot when I was younger. You know, people would, you know, start talking about stuff, you know, that only they understood, and I'd just be so left out. And the other thing that really bothers me is when we're walking around, and, you know, I'm in a group of people, and instead of, you know, each person kind of walking side by side like that, they kind of start closing off, and I'm left behind. So it's just kind of like, hello, I'm still here, you know. So I don't really have, you know, groups of people that I get together with like that anymore, just because I feel so left out when we do that. And, you know, especially that walking, it's like, stop leaving me behind, you know. It's like, I'm part of the group, or am I not? You know, if you didn't want me to be here, then you shouldn't have invited me. Or if you didn't care, then, you know, don't do that stuff. It's just not, it's not cool. So, you know, it hurts, but at the same time, that's why I avoid those situations. So, yeah, it can get lonely sometimes, but that's why I have those few friends that are really awesome and understand me and support me, and you know, we love each other to death because, you know, that's what friends do. So so yeah, that's basically my video on friendship. I know it's kind of getting a little long now, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring it to an end. But again, check out my website, www.ihaveaspergers.webs with an S at the end .com. All right, thanks. See ya.